guys, and back, and I have all my casts set up. I made myself one here which is an ingot cast, so that if I have any extra leftover of whatever I put in here, as you can see I've got a whole bunch of molten iron sitting in there because that's what I'm going to make my tools out of. I know there's way better stuff to make it out of. There's cobalt and ardite, but they're all in the nether, and at the moment I don't have access to the nether. I have made myself a diamond pick, and I have collected some obsidian, so I can make a nether portal, but at the moment I don't really want to go to the nether because it's terrifying. And also I don't have a way to mine that cobalt or ardite that's in there, because you need at minimum, I think it's steel. It tells you in your little book here what you need to mine stuff, right? What you need to mine the ardite and the cobalt, and I think the minimum required mining thingamajig, does it tell you here? No, maybe. Let's see, let's find out. Let's see, it's stone. No, okay, it's not in that book. Maybe it's in the other one. Let's have a look. You're going to tell me what I need to mine this stuff? No, you're just going to tell me about all the different things I can make, maybe. Guys? No, it's not going to tell me. But I know, because I've messed around with this before, that the minimum you need is steel. Here it says an iron alloy. The method for obtaining this is unknown. Obviously we have NEI, which is simple enough to just go steel. Let's find a steel ingot, and then we can go click on that, and it'll tell us how to make it. So we can do it with thermal expansion. We can put it in an induction smelter with some charcoal. Obviously pulverized stuff is going to work as well. You can do it in the liquid casting table, which is our big smeltery. How do we make it? Let's have a look. No, we want to know how to get molten steel. Is that... there we go. What do you... molten steel. You're not gonna... That's it? Maybe we'll use it. So it doesn't tell us how to get it. Huh. I thought it did. Does this work? What are you? Steel shard? I have no idea. So it's basically telling us that, oh, I mean, we can put chain stuff in there to get it. I don't have any chain at the moment. Let's just flick through all of this. No, it's not going to tell us how to make steel. So I think we'll probably have to make it with thermal expansion, which, you know, that's fine. Obviously I haven't set up any thermal expansion stuff yet. That requires power, and it requires a way to make power, and, you know, at the moment I don't want to... The earlier sort of stage stuff is just going to be burning away at my coal, which I don't really want to do because I want to keep my coal just in case I need it. And that chicken's escaped. Why are my chickens escaping? I don't know. Anyway, so as you can see, I've got a ton of molten iron in here, and I'm going to make up some new tools, and I want to do that with you guys. So the first thing I want to make is a hammer. So I'm going to get all the bits I need in here for my hammer. Excuse me. So I need the hammerhead. Simply just plop the cast in there and run this. Super duper easy, not a problem. And it uses up however much iron we need. I've got a fair bit in there. It is using quite a lot. How much did that go through? 10? I'm going to throw the rest of that iron in there so that I don't accidentally run out. So we got the iron head, got the iron large plate. I think I need 2 of them for the hammer. We can always just come over to our little table and have a look. Make the hammer. Yep, we need 2 plates, a hammerhead and a rod, which is fine. I'm going to need another one for my axe as well, which is one of them, and another rod. So is that done? That one's done. So we get another one of them going. I'm going to need one more after that. Super duper easy. Grab this stuff out. Done. Last one, I believe. Alright, so I'm going to just make up this stuff. As you can see, it's super easy, and I've got all the casts for the different things I want. So I'm going to make these up, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I've got all my stuff ready to go. I sunk a lot of iron in there, and I've got a lot of left over. I've got so much iron, it's ridiculous with this iron doubling little system we've got going on with the smeltery. It's phenomenal. Alright, so I'm going to make myself a hammer. Super duper easy. Stick one of the tough rods in there. Hammerhead there. These two puppies here. Boom. And it'll tell you, what it does. So it's mining speed 6, and its mining level is redstone, which is high enough to do diamonds, and pretty much anything you can mine with an iron pickaxe you'll be able to mine with this. Now these modifiers, you can add stuff to it. So you can add speed, which is with redstone. I think I told you guys about this in my last episode, or maybe 2 ago. But you can have a look through the books and it'll tell you what does what. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. So I'm going to get myself a hammer, bang, which is going to supersede this stone hammer that I've got in my inventory, which is fine. It's not a problem. To repair these ones, the iron ones that I'm making, you're going to have to use iron, but like I said, I've got so much iron that it doesn't really even matter. Now I'm going to make myself up one of these lumber axes. Bang, done, easy. I'm going to make myself a pickaxe, because I need a proper pickaxe. This stone one just is not cutting it at all. Pickaxe done. I'm going to make myself a shovel. Now there is this thing called the excavator, which is this puppy here, and it does a 3x3 area with dirt. Kind of useful if you're digging out large chunks of like desert or something, if you're trying to get heaps of sand, something like that. I'm not going to make one of these because I don't just like if you get stuck in a hole and you want to dig your way out, you can't use one of these to dig your way out easily, and I find just the normal shovel a bit easier. I might make a stone one of these to go collect a whole bunch of sand or something at some point, but at the moment I don't really need one, so I'm not going to make one. What I am going to do is make myself a sword, because I do need one of them. So get that with the wide guard, and that, and boom. So now I've got myself set up with some new tools. What I'm going to do is just dump my old stuff in here, because I don't need it anymore. Now, stuff that's made out of iron, much, much, much more durable. It's going to be a lot easier for me to just hack my way through everything, or dig my way through anything, and I won't have to worry about repairing stuff nearly as often as I would when it's made out of stone. Also, it's going to mine a bit faster, and I'll drop down here and I'll show you guys my little strip mine that I've been doing. So this is all the way underneath my base, and if you can look in the mini map, hopefully there you go, you can see that I've just been stripping out each of these places, just tearing everything I can get my hands on out of here. And this stuff, it doesn't dig super duper fast, but it's going to let me just hammer my way through here, and it's going to collect everything. Everything except for obsidian, but hopefully I don't run into any obsidian. So I can just dig, dig, dig. Huh, it didn't. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm not sure why it didn't line that stuff up for me. But as you can see, like I said, super duper easy to just get every resource ever in the, not a problem. So this is my strip mine, pretty simple. What I like to do is do my little 3x3 area and leave a 1 gap in the middle. You can leave a 2 gap, it doesn't really make much difference. I leave a 1 gap just because I like my strip mine to be literally a strip mine. I want to strip the entire place of all the resources because I'm a big fat hoarder and I like having lots of all the things. Now let's put some of this away. I have so much cobblestone, I don't know what to do with myself. That's fine, I'll keep the rest on me, it doesn't really matter. Now this is going to be a very, very long trip back up to the top, which is fine, because it'll give me a little bit of time to talk to you guys about what I want to do. So with these, you can put the modifiers on them like I said before. The hammer, all I really want to put on it is redstone to give it haste, which makes it mine faster. That's all you really need. I mean, you could add a diamond to put more durability, or you could add, there's a thing called a silky gem, which gives you silk touch. You can add moss, which slowly regenerates the durability. All this stuff's really good. And once I sort of get a few more resources and a few more things set up, I'm going to make myself some super tools that are going to be super duper useful. But at the moment, simple basic iron stuff is just fine by me. So I've got all my little tools and materials. Just tools. I don't have my materials yet. So I got most of that all set up, ready to go. Which is really good. Really, really good. It's what I wanted to do. Maybe I will show you guys just how to, I guess, say enchant something. So redstone. Let's throw some of this on. So you take it to your tool forge, put whatever you want to enchant or modify in. There you can see 1 out of 50, and it's going to use up one of the modifiers. It's going to add this little thing, it's going to add haste. I think you can get up to well, only on this because I've only got 3 modifiers, you can get up to level 3 haste, I think it's called, haste, yes. And you'll see it'll increase the mining speed. I take that out, adds 0.07. Obviously you get all the way up to 50, which I might actually just do quickly. I'm going to turn some of these into blocks, grab a little bit more. Now I found the easiest way to do this when you want to upgrade is to just turn a bunch of them into blocks, like so. And you put blocks in there, and that in there, and it's going to move it up by 10 each time. So bang, that's going to get me 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So that's going to have haste 1, or I think, yeah, 50 out of 50, haste 1, which means, you know, it's going to be a little bit faster. Let's just test it out and see what it's like. Yeah, so it's a little bit faster than, you know, what it was before, which is fine. And eventually I'll, you know, probably throw another thing of redstone onto it, just to make it go that even tiny bit faster. I mean, I could do it right now, but I may need the redstone. I probably need the redstone for other stuff. Alright, now the last thing I think I want to do today with you guys, after making all these tools and so on, is to get started with Ars Magica. I'm not putting the book in there. Nope, over here. That's where that goes. Alright, now Ars Magica is one of the other mods I really want to have a look at, and I really want to get involved in. It's got some really, really interesting stuff going on with it. I really like it. I'm not entirely sure what it's like endgame. I've only played around with a little bit. So, you know, I'm going to take you guys through what I know of it. So I'm going to need an item frame, and you're going to need a book. That's all you need to start off, which is, you know, you might be thinking, well, that's pretty easy, and it is, and it's good because you can start doing your Ars Magica stuff super duper quickly, super easy. Why did I get an egg? That was weird. Now you can see in my waypoints that I've got something written down here as Ars Water. It's like the Ars Essence. I'm going to enable that so that I know where it is. And it's over this way. Yeah, there it is. So I'm going to jump up here, and I'm going to take you guys over, and I'll show you how you get, what is it? I can't remember what it's called, but it's like basically the Thaumonomicon for Ars Magica. And man, do I love this hang glider. It's just super duper easy. Just floating around on top of all the trees. Don't have to worry about mobs, so they can't get you up here. I think it's what I'm trying to remember what the book's called. I think it's the Arcane Compendium. I wouldn't quote me on it. I mean, you can quote me if you want, but I'm probably wrong. Alright, so we jump down here. And this is the Ars Magica water, or essence, or whatever it's called. I honestly don't know. So what you want to do, I'm going to grab a block, plonk it there. You get your item frame, plonk it there. Get the book that you want, plonk it in there, and you should see these little things getting sucked into it, which is really cool. I believe the bigger the area of water that this thing's in, the faster it'll suck into the book. There we go. Right click, left click that. And I have unlocked the secrets of the Arcane Compendium. That's what it was called. I was right. Alright. So this is basically your guide to Ars Magica. So you can read through all of this stuff. I'm not going to read through all of it with you guys because there is a lot. There is a lot of reading and stuff. And as you do more and more stuff in it, it'll unlock more and more and more. You know, and it'll tell you need an Oculus to start making spells, and that's pretty much what I know of Ars Magica, is how to make your starter spells and stuff. And the more you do, again, look, there's a ton of stuff, ton of different things that you need. The more you get into it, I think the better the spells are. The more you use the spells, the more they sort of... Hello, zombie. What are you doing out here? Interesting. The more you use the spells, I believe, the more you sort of level up in Ars Magica. Stupid zombie. Which lets you build, or make better spells. Skelly, go away. Yeah, so you get better spells the more you use them, the more you use them, the more you level up, and it's kind of like an RPG style sort of leveling system, I guess. Obviously I'm going to take you guys through it as I go through it. The first thing you want after making the Arcane Compendium... Oh look, there's more of it there. Damn, there's some closer. Oh well. I think what you need is Witchwood. Which is actually... Is that it there? That is it. So this stuff, Witchwood. Let's take it down. Thank you. Excuse me. It's because you're so close to this. Let's pop you off then. So I want to see if I can get one of the Witchwood saplings. Whoa, that's a lot. Now the Witchwood saplings are very, very rare. In fact, I don't think I've ever actually managed to get one. What I know is that, yeah, they're super duper rare. There's more stuff on down here. But if you do manage to get one, you have to grow it above some of that essence water stuff. And that's the only way it'll grow, is if it's sitting directly above one of those source blocks, I believe. I'm not sure. I think that's how it works, but I could be wrong. But now I've got some of it. How much have I got? 5. I could probably use some more, actually. I'm going to see if I can find another one quickly. Another Witchwood. Witchwood? That's what I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Let's see, is there anything around? Hello? I might have to go hunting for that. But you're going to need some of this. You're going to need that for your, like, little table-y thing. Is it this thing? No. The Oculus is basically what you use to level up. It lets you pick what you want. What sort of spell components you want to know. Where is it? Particle, I don't know what that is. Keystone? Nope. So like I said, I've only played around with it a little bit, spell creation. So you're going to need the Oculus, you're going to need an inscription table. I don't even know what half of this stuff is. But yeah, as I learn about it, I'll take you guys through what I learn. So much stuff to know about. But yeah, so I'm going to hopefully get a little bit of this set up, get myself an Oculus built, and a few of those sorts of things, and hopefully we'll be able to make a spell before the end of this episode. So I'll bring you guys back once I've sorted out a little bit of what I'm doing and how I'm going to go about doing it. Okay guys, so I built myself the Oculus. This is like your little level up sort of system. So this is your offensive tree. You can learn projectile stuff. I'm not sure what most of this stuff is. I know projectile is one of the more useful ones, one of the ones I'm going to be using a lot. Then you've got the defensive thing, self, which means you can... These are all components to building spells. And that is a creepy cave sound. So basically this is going to let you make a projectile spell of some description. This is going to let you make a spell that you'll be able to cast on yourself. And this is going to be a spell that you can use via touch. So what I want to do, and I know this is probably one of the best early start. So I think the first spell that I'm going to make is going to require projectile. So I'm going to put a point into that. I'm not going to do any of these ones just yet. I'm going to put a point into touch just because I want to get this, which is dig. Bang, done. Super duper easy, now I know it. So what you can do is you can come into your inscription table, and all the things that you know are going to be up at the top here. So you need one of these books. If I can remember how to make one, I think it's just... I'm going to have to NEI this book. This one here. So die, book, and a feather. Do I have a book on me? I do not. I also do not seem to have any leather. Did I? I must have used it all. So I'm going to need one of them. How do I make this again? Black dye, feather, and a book. So I've got the feather, I've got the black dye, I just need a book. I'm bookless. Alright, so I'm going to go kill a cow and get some leather, and I'll be back. Alrighty, so I've made myself a book, and what you can do is come meow, put that in meow, and I want projectile, so you just click and drag, projectile, dig. That's all I want, and I'm going to call this digger, just because. Take that out, and there we go. That's my spell recipe. Now the next thing you need to do, which is why I collected some of that witchwood, is to build one of these, a crafting altar. And you can see it can be made out of all sorts of different stuff. You can make it out of cobblestone, you can make it out of bricks, you can make it out of nether brick, sandstone, but witchwood's the one I'm going to use because, as you can see over here, it lets you add different effects, and so you can have, say, projectile physical damage plus magical damage plus fire damage plus, you know, whatever. It lets you make more powerful spells, the better quality stuff that you have in here. So over here it tells you what modifiers you can get. So if you make it out of wood, it gives you +1 effect. You make it out of stone bricks, it gives you +1. Sandstone is also +1. Bricks is 2. Witchwood is +3, along with nether brick and nether quartz. So this is the best that you can make this sort of stuff out of. Witchwood's the easiest for me to get, or it doesn't require me having to go into the nether. It also looks kind of cool. I like the look of the witchwood. Now these things are the caps, and the better the caps, again, the more effects you can add. So, you know, grand total of 5 in the structure. So you got one in the middle there, I believe, and then the ones around there. So you can see here, glass is 1, coal is 2, redstone's 3, iron's 4, lapis 5, gold 6, diamond 7, emerald 8, moonstone 9, sunstone 10. Now I've only got 1 moonstone, and I think you need 9 of them to make a moonstone block. Yeah, so that's not going to happen. I think the sunstones are even harder to get. They're basically As far as I can tell, you have to go into the nether to get them, and they're sitting like in the middle of the lava lakes, which is ridiculous and scary, and I don't even want to. So I'm going to build this one out of the Witchwoods, and I'm probably going to use iron just because I have all the iron in the universe at the moment, and it only takes 5 blocks, and like you can see in here I've still got 17 iron ingots. I've got 4 blocks of iron there, and I think I've got a stack and a half of iron blocks. Oh no, stack and a bit of iron blocks. So I've got, you know, almost a stack and a half of iron blocks just chilling, along with what, like another full stack and a half of iron. That's a lot of iron. That's more iron than I think I'll ever need. Well, no, that's not true. I'm going to need lots of iron, so it's not more than I'll ever need, but it's a lot. So I'm going to get to building this structure. I think I'll probably build it in here somewhere, because I can always tear it down and make it again. It shouldn't be too difficult. So I'll bring you guys back in once I've done that. Okay guys, so I notice I've only got 20 planks of this Witchwood stuff, which is not going to be enough. I think I'll be able to get the base done with that. So it's not going to be enough for me to build it, and this episode's running, you know, close to time, so I'm probably just going to leave it here. Next episode I'll hopefully have this thing built somewhere in my base, and I'll be able to show you how to make your first spell. So thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, you know, feel free to comment. Any comments, recommendations, all that sort of stuff is 100% welcome. You know, if you find a way to do stuff that's a bit easier than I'm doing it, feel free to let me know. Obviously, if you want to have a look at the mod pack that I'm using, it is the Feed the Beast Monster mod pack. There are quite a few mods that I've taken out because I think this mod pack has 200, I think at last count, and I've knocked it down to about 100. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode.